It's not fair, it's not fair,
Jenny cried.
The end of the world was supposed to come. Did I miss it? Everything seems the same.
All things come to an end,
I said.
Maybe it all ended and started up again while you were sleeping. Though if it did, I didn't notice.
It may have it that.
She replied sardonically.
You would fail to notice something like the world ending.
I might indeed. I've never been all that observant.
After thinking about it, I realized that I didn't have any idea what the end of the world would even look like. So I asked,
What would the end of the world even look like?
That's a silly question.
Jenny said.
It would look like darkness and oblivion.
Oh, I haven't seen that at all. Are you sure it was supposed to end today? Perhaps you got the wrong day.
Oh yes, it was supposed to be today, but maybe it was a different kind of end.
How do you know it was today, and how many kinds of ends are there anyway?
She looked at me with extreme reproach and mockery in her good eye, and blank miscomprehension in her bad eye, and said,
Don't you watch the news? The weather forecast was for partly cloudy skies, 20% chance of rain, and the end of the world after 4 o'clock.
Well, you didn't miss it, and that explains it.
I said.
It's still after 4 o'clock and will continue to be so till at least tomorrow. But you still haven't told me how many kinds of ends there are.
Well, you're right. It is still after 4, and there are 3 kinds of ends.
If you could inform me as to the nature of these 3 ends, I would be glad to keep an eye out for them and inform you if I should see one.
I offered. Jenny mostly just seemed annoyed with me at this point, but I think she was just upset at having overslept. She did, however, explain the 3 ends of the world. One is a sudden and surprising darkness and oblivion. This is the one that was apparently expected and is the easiest on the participants, since one doesn't see it coming. No regret, no misery, just an end. Did it all end or just me? How can I tell?
2 is the steadily increasing pain of a deep sadness, a sorrow that engulfs until a desire to cease to be becomes a ceasing to be. Does everyone feel this or just me? Are we all doomed or am I alone? Who can tell?
3 is a sense of joy and love, steadily increasing until it is so great and unbearable that nothing can exist in its presence. So then nothing exists. Did anything ever even exist? This one is the worst, since joy is the stronger and greater side of sorrow. If I had never known joy, how could I know sorrow? Without joy, sorrow would be what is, with no frame of reference. In the face of extreme joy, I feel the extreme sorrow of knowing that this will end. Is there anything more terrible?
I will look for these ends and tell you if I see them, though I hope I don't.
I said.
But how will you know if the world has ended or just you?
Jenny turned away.
What difference does that make?